Hi everyone, my name is Crystal Juga. I'm the founder and managing attorney of Juga Law PLLC. We are an estate planning firm here in New York City, but we're not just a traditional estate planning firm. We really take a client-centered approach with an emphasis not only on creating the legal documents, although those are really important, and we draft the best with each being completely customized to your life and your goals. But more importantly, we really focus on educating our clients and really our community and on building relationships. So you don't just sign documents and never look at them again and never hear from us again. And we make sure that your documents work for you when they're needed throughout your whole life. So relationships for us are really our top priority. So with that said, I'm going to start recording short informational segments once or twice a week to inform the community on important topics in estate planning. So these might be topics that I feel are important based on what I notice is happening with my own family and my own friends, or it might be questions that I'm commonly asked to clarify or myths that I hear often. So what really prompted me to start these sessions now was really all the graduation posts I've been seeing on social media lately, which are really exciting. So if you're watching and you have a graduate this year, congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment and a huge milestone, especially with the last 2.5 years with COVID and all the craziness happening in the world. So definitely take some time to just celebrate and enjoy being together. And tell them to enjoy some time before real adulthood starts. But once the parties are over and your new graduate is venturing out into adulthood, whether that's starting a job, some sort of vocational training program, college, or just moving out of your home, don't let them fly the nest without checking these tasks off their new adult to-do list. So right now you're probably thinking, why is an estate planning attorney talking to me about my 18-year-old? Well, here's why. Once your kids turn 18, they become legal adults. And many areas of their life that were once under your control are entirely their responsibility. So basically that means if your kids don't have the proper legal documents in place, you could face some costly and traumatic ordeals if something should happen to them. And I know that's something we don't like to think about, but, we are responsible adults. And so, unfortunately, we have to face the reality that things do happen and we should plan for them ahead of time. So, for example, if your child were to get into a serious car accident and require hospitalization, you no longer have the automatic authority to make medical decisions for them or the ability to manage their financial affairs or legal affairs. So, without some legal documents in place, you may not even be able to access your child's medical records or bank accounts without a court order. That said, there are 3 or 4 documents that your child should sign, preferably as early as possible after their 18th birthday, but definitely before they leave your home. So let's go ahead and jump right into what the documents are. The first document, and this one is probably the most important, is a healthcare proxy. And this is an advanced healthcare directive that allows your child to grant you or someone else of their choosing the immediate legal authority to make healthcare decisions for them if they're incapacitated and can't make their own decisions. Now, in New York, it's called a healthcare proxy. If you're in another state, it might be called something else. It could be called a medical power of attorney, durable medical power of attorney, a healthcare surrogate, or possibly even something else. So just keep in mind, they need to sign something giving you or someone else authority to make medical decisions. So once they sign the document and they have it notarized and or witnessed, depending on what's required by your state, the agent or the person being given the authority should be given a copy so that they can keep it in their possession. So if something were to happen, you or whoever that person is, isn't scrambling around to find documentation when it's needed. The second document I'm going to talk about is a HIPAA authorization. So this basically gives people of your choosing or your child's choosing the authority to access medical records and information for them. Now, this should be included in any carefully drafted or created healthcare proxy to give that agent the authority to access information. However, if your child would like to give additional people legal authority to access medical information, this might best be done through a separate HIPAA authorization form. And the third document is a living will. A living will, and a lot of people, this is actually a common myth I hear, a lot of people think that a living will is what you sign to say what you want to happen to your assets if you die. That's actually not what a living will is. A living will provides specific guidance and instructions to your healthcare agent or the person making your medical decisions about how you want them to make your medical decisions, especially like end-of-life decisions. So it has nothing to do with assets. A living will is only about medical decisions. So whether or not your adult child needs to sign one of these kind of depends on several factors. Some states combine their healthcare proxy and their living will into one form document. Other states might require two separate documents. In New York, for example, New York allows you to include specific instructions for medical care in their healthcare proxy form. However, if someone has very detailed and specific instructions regarding their medical care or end-of-life provisions, we might create a separate living will that would be more appropriate. So that's just something to keep in mind depending on your state and on how specific your instructions for medical care might be. So now the last document that is an absolute must for your new graduate, new adult, is a durable financial power of attorney. And what a durable financial power of attorney does is it gives you or someone else your child chooses the authority to manage their financial and legal matters, like paying their tuition if they're in college or applying for student loans, paying rent, negotiating a lease or getting out of a lease, managing or accessing bank accounts, collecting government benefits if it's needed, all of those types of things. And without a durable financial power of attorney, you would have to petition the court to get this authority if something were to happen to your child and they're unable to do these things on their own. So now that we have those mandatory documents out of the way, if your child owns any assets in their name, they might want to go ahead and think about creating a more comprehensive estate plan, including a will or a trust. This is a great way to start adulthood on the right track, and kind of also a way to demonstrate the importance of just good financial and legal planning. At Juga Law, we not only help you draft these documents, but we can also facilitate a family meeting to discuss the importance of planning early with you and your kids. So you can contact us today if you want to schedule an appointment. You can reach us at 929-415-8700, or you can visit our website and schedule your meeting online. The website is planyourwholelife.com. Additionally, in honor of graduation season, the first 10 families who have recent grads and create comprehensive estate plans with us, we are going to include a healthcare proxy and durable financial power of attorney for your new grads at no charge to you or to them. Not only that, we'll also include a family meeting so that they can understand their role in your estate plan and also start learning about the importance of planning their own legacy. So thanks again for watching our first estate planning Q&A session. Feel free to send your own questions by either commenting on this video. If you're not comfortable putting your comment in for the public to see, you can always send us a direct message or email your questions to us at info@jugalaw.com. That's info@guigalaw.com. Thanks. Have a great day.